All right, everybody. Welcome to another RJ's Lives. As you can see, we got a fantastic lineup today. We got uh, Tom from Knife Delights and Abdias from Knife Detector, and we have William from Williams Knife Life. So thank you guys for coming on and being here. And I guess we'll let you guys start. You want to tell anybody anything or introduce yourselves? You can go ahead and do that. I think everybody knows who you guys are in our community. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we're all here together, who's watching the video?
That's
Exactly.
right. That's right.
Right.
How are we? Who's watching it? We would normally watch the videos, so who's watching the
well,
video?
the good thing is that we can always watch it back after.
That's right.
After it's finished,
Absolutely.
it'll be there. So welcome to anybody who didn't catch this live.
Oh, William, is Dino the green one in the middle? But introduce the other two.
This is Peppy.
Oh, that's Peppy. Okay.
That's Peppy.
Okay.
Danny Dino's hiding. He was up here on the.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
That's Danny Dino. And oh man, Yellow Knives Matter. I can't remember his name right now.
Wasn't it Dewey?
Yeah, there you go, Dewey. This is Dewey. He had this pig thing. He was making like a hula hoop earlier. Came in and he was doing this. I go, what are you guys up to? And they, nothing.
Hey,
Hey,
Blue
good
Creek
morning.
Knives. Yeah.
Good morning, Brian. How are you? Hey, Mimo, my super extraordinary moderator. There he goes. Good afternoon. Glad you're here. And I'm sure more people will trickle in here in a couple minutes. But yeah, I saw that Warthog got your dinosaur,
Yeah.
and then he was nice enough to name it after me.
Yeah, it's like this guy, but he's green, and he calls him Rodney. Yeah, he
Yep.
calls him Rodney. And he said that the tag on his ankle is the ankle monitor.
Yes, I thought that was hilarious. Well, let's see who's got a knife that they want to show.
Well, can I just say
I think William has one.
Knives.
No,
What was that, Tom?
I just wanted to say hello to Blue Creek Knives. I've been meaning to reach out to them
Cool.
and perhaps get doing some business there with them. It looks like it's a very good business there. So
Absolutely, it's a knife shop that's run by a knife guy.
there you go.
That's even better. I mean, he's part of the community. He's outstanding firefighter and everything. So starting a knife shop on the side. So
Thanks for your service.
Nice.
definitely good stuff. Absolutely. In fact, one of the things that he has are these Rosecraft blade knives. I don't know if he has any left.
That's a gorgeous knife right there.
Oh, it is. This is that Clinch River swayback.
Oh, come on. Look at that handle. That's just gorgeous. And the blade?
Yeah, the handle on it is just, look at that color.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of the sunrise. Look at that, or the sunset.
Beautiful bourbon bone. And what a great blade. You got this nice finger choil, super nice warning. Just absolutely awesome. D2 blade. Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, let me get back into there we go. There we go. Tom's got something to show. Let's see what you got, Tom.
Remington.
No, this is a Klaus cutlery.
Oh.
And Klaus was started in around 1907 by the Klaus brothers. And they were in Ohio, and their plant closed in like 2000, the early 2000s. At one time, they were one of the largest cutlery manufacturers. They made shears and surgical type stuff also. And I brought this on for Knife Detector because I detected a bargain the other day at Menards.
Sweet.
And you can see Klaus.
Nice.
Now, obviously, some other company has bought the license, but you got these very nice scissors And this knife, I have one opened up. I'll show you here in a minute. But it was
Cool.
under $4 for this package.
That's incredible. It's a great deal.
I figured the scissors themselves were worth $4.
Absolutely.
So
That
this is
blouse
the
is
knife.
nice.
The knife has this
Oh,
nice ram's foot. Now on
Love
this
that.
one, it has some wobble to it, but it has these plastic locks. And then the other blade is that hawkbill.
ooh, nice hawkbill.
Hmm.
You know I'm a fan of the sheep's foot and the hawkbill. I love those knives. Those are great.
So I was just gonna say, $4. These are what I call disposable knives. If no
Yeah.
more than what they cost, you go out and in an emergency, you got to use them. If they break or they get dull real bad, whatever, you're not out any money. So
Yeah. And they might even go up in value too.
they might, but I just wanted to show, the historical link. You see these things
that
in modern
class.
day stores,
Yeah.
probably produced in China now, but they had a rich heritage.
Yeah. They use the name. It's the name they're buying when they start taking over and they
Yep.
start making them again. But yeah, I hear you.
Hey,
There's
Prop
Gary.
Blast. Prop Blast is saying that Smoky Mountain Knife Works has an exclusive case called Smoky Valley Sunset Bone in 1095 steel. I'll have to go take a look at that for sure.
Yeah.
And, hey,
Is
Sharp
that what it's
Guy,
called? Sunset bone?
that's what he says. It's called Smoky Valley Sunset Bone in 1095.
I just pulled that out of my butt when I said it looked like the sunset. I mean, I don't know what's called sunset bone.
Huh.
So it's like, I was just like, that looks like the sunset,
It does. Hey,
Pretty
Byron,
cool.
nice to see you. Yeah, so that's cool. Very cool. Okay, who's next? Who has something they want to show off?
Well, I guess I'll
No
go.
takers.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't everybody jump in at once.
Well, I'm really liking this karambit that I got from Dispatch. And
Oh, yeah.
a couple of things that I failed to show last time from this karambit is that it's actually serrated. So it's got like these serrated edges up here on the spine. See?
Oh,
And
nice.
this is really freaking cool right here. You really have to be careful with this karambit because it will bite you. Okay, it's already bitten me once, just me messing around with it. And then it's got these really nice serrations right in here. And these are kind of to like cut rope or something like that. Like you can get a rope or twine or something and cut it using those very sharp serrations right there. So it's sharp there, it's sharp on the serrations. It's sharp right up here. The top part's got a nice edge, and of course, it's sharp on the bottom. This thing is just sharp everywhere, guys. So you really got to be careful when you stick this bad boy in your shorts. I tell you what, And, yeah, you don't want to cut something important with this.
You might be losing something.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when there might not be a lot to lose to begin with. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Voice goes up a few octaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I switched the belt, the clip over to the other side because I like having it to where I can pull it out this way and I can just pull it forward. And I'm blessed enough that I live in Texas, so it's like in Texas you can carry like even a freaking sword on your belt if you want to. The other day I
Right.
saw like an 80-year-old man with a Schrade sharp finger hanging off his belt in a post office. People just carry knives down here. It's what they do.
Yeah.
So I don't feel.
And you didn't even say hi to me.
Oh, that was you. Was that you, William?
You didn't even say hi.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
live a
'cause-
bit north of me, but yeah.
Yeah,
And
'cause we got North Texas and South Texas represented today.
yeah.
That's right.
But no, this is a sweet knife. It is really solid. It's a really solid knife, and I think that I've been following that guy Doug Marcaida from Forge and Fire.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Facebook and stuff, and he has a blog, and he practices different martial arts, Kali, and he uses the karambit. So I found that very interesting. So I might end up in the future adding a few more of these to my channel. Only because it is a really cool knife from Dispatch. And the price from Dispatch was about $30 or something like that. But this thing is solid. So I really like it. the whole setup with the clip and everything. But
and you have a discount code with them, right?
I do, yeah. That last video I put up has a discount code where you can get 30% off. So 30% off of 30, that's already what? That's like what, $9 off? You know, so because $3 is 10%. No, yeah, $3 is 10% off of 30. So yeah, that's quite a bit of savings right there. So yeah, that's on my last video with Dispatch. But man, I mean, it's a good knife, but that's not all. You know, I really love the cleaver, which I have here too. This thing is it's just Johnny on the spot whenever you need it. I've been using this quite a bit, and it has not disappointed yet. Hasn't fallen apart, hasn't lost any of its sharpness. This thing is just a little workhorse. So I really like that quite a bit. But like we were talking before, you know, we went live, you know, like our tastes, you know, in the knife community, they just go all over the place, right? And so now I'm back to sunfish. So now I'm looking for sunfish, and like I found the hippo toe. So I just got a hippo toe on eBay.
Nice.
Paid about $50 for it, and I've been carrying this for a little bit. And this is just a great knife. For a long time, I thought to myself, you know, it's nice having a sunfish, but I'd really like one with just one blade. And then this came out, and then I was like, wow. I think William had a sunfish at one point that he showed that had one blade on it on one of his shows like several months ago. And I was just like, I wanted to buy that when I saw it on eBay, and I didn't. And now I just can't find him anywhere. So when I saw this guy, it's just like, I had to have this guy. I had to have it. And it does not disappoint. I tell you what, really like this a lot. But yeah,
it's a nice one.
It's an addiction, guys. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's like one thing to another, you know.
Uh-oh.
It's just the way it goes.
Hey, Obadiah, I want to say hello to Obadiah.
That's an adorable Obadiah, my namesake right there.
Yeah.
That's an interesting folding knife there.
Yeah.
Folding furry knife.
If my Tommy comes over, then I might show you your namesake too, Tom.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no. So, wow.
Well, if it's okay, RJ, I'll jump out of turn and go again real quick. Since you brought up this,
I know that.
Oh yeah.
I know that from your last video, the little dispatch fixed plate.
This is a wonderful little knife. There's a 40% discount code.
40%?
40%.
Jeez.
40 Delight. And you can order it if you watch my review on this. This is a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving it away on Tuesday. So you got today and tomorrow to watch my video, leave a comment, check out the rules. I like this knife so much. I'd already committed to giving it away, but with the discount, it's $25. Comes with a nice leather sheath. I ordered one for myself.
Wow, that is a gorgeous little knife.
It is a gorgeous little knife.
Love the, what is that? Is that G10 on the handle?
It's G10. Yep. It's got like these little brass rivets, but you can see through them.
Wow.
Almost like little lanyard holes.
That's really pretty G10.
So,
it really is.
Sorry, RJ, for a little shameless promotion, but
no, it's quite all right. I don't mind at all.
If everyone would go watch this video, leave a comment, and enter into the drawing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Byron Kennedy is letting everybody know, and I've seen this. If you go over to Home Depot, they're having deals on their fastback knives.
Oh.
And for $35, you can get both the 5-in-1 fastback with the Tanto blade and bit driver, and a 6-in-1 fastback razor blade and bit driver, and you can get both of those for $35. Although I thought they had a special for $20 too, Byron, but I don't know which one that is. But you can get 2 fastback knives for $20 also. So definitely something I'm thinking about, going down to Home Depot and getting the next time I go down there. That's for sure.
What's a
fastback
knife? I've never heard of
it. It's Milwaukee's.
You press the button and flip it up.
Yeah, it's a button lock, utility knife, razor blade knife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got one of those. Let me just run out and get it to show you.
Oh, yeah, cool. Okay, and Tom is showing his recipe.
Sorry, guys, I'm jumping in again. I see Tom Weingart is on. He just won this dispatch knife.
He did.
It'll be in the mail probably tomorrow. The rescue knife. I did a review of this. I think this is like $15 their normal price through their Amazon store. It's a really wonderful knife. So, okay, I promise I'll stop jumping in all the time.
You can jump in anytime you want. And Byron, I did watch the Zach in the Wild video on the Milwaukee Fastback, and he sold me. I'm gonna go get one, and that's for sure. Here's one that Knife Detector has. Hold on.
I think this is a fastback. Actually, Stuart Harvey sent me this one.
Yeah, they make several of the knives. All the Milwaukee knives seem to be called Fastback.
Yeah, it has a button.
Hey, CB Tactical. See ya.
You just press a button and you just flick it up like that. Comes out pretty quick. I think he gave it another edge, but it's a sweet knife. It gets the job done.
Yeah, I like those too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. And Addicted to Blade says he has a Fastback Hawkbill. Very nice. And I know that Knife Detector is a big fan of the Hawkbill blades.
Hawkbills and sheepsfoot blades. Love them.
Yep. And CB Tactical is here. So welcome. And Tom Weigart is here. Yep. And Laura is here too. So let's see. What else? Who wants to go next? You got something, Gary, you want to show off? Or
only thing I did recently, I swapped the blades on these two Rough Riders. If you remember, if you're familiar with the Rough Rider Apta line, well, if you buy the brass handle, this blade comes on that,
right,
and this other blade comes on the titanium model. So
right.
It was pretty easy. I had to figure out how to put it back together again because I don't have a vise. So I used vice grips, and I padded the vice grips with cloth. And I put it all together again, and then I put the post in the spring, and I just squeezed it ever so slightly, and the post slipped down and locked in place. So
nice.
But I like this blade a lot. And I wanted to, I like the titanium a lot too. So I wanted this blade on the titanium. So I may try to anodize this titanium someday.
That's not a chisel grind, right? It has another bevel on the other side.
It's not a chisel grind. I have a chisel grind here. I pulled this out. This is a This is a chisel grind. It's completely flat on the other side, and it's tapered on this side. So you can always tell, like if you look at the blade tip, you can tell it's a chisel grind.
Yeah.
This is by the way, I think this is a Kubi. So a Kubi Avenger. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it looks very modern.
Oh yeah. It's a titanium clip, and I dig lanyards, so I have to make my own lanyards all the time.
You made that, Gary? You made that lanyard?
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet. What kind of a spacer is that, or what is that?
This is something I pick up at the hardware store. I don't know what it's for. It's just a
barrel spacer.
Yeah, barrel spacer, but it's at the hardware store. I don't know what they use it for. I was looking at it, I'm like, that would make a nice beat. This is like pennies,
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to steal your idea, and I'm going to go find me some barrel spacers because I like to do those little snake paracord lanyards on my knives.
Yeah,
that barrel spacer looks really cool.
Well, Gary, you better hurry out and patent that before everyone steals your idea.
Oh no!
Yeah, right.
I've done videos on it. I did a video on how to find barrel spacers or beads without paying an expensive price. Oh, I can't find it now. I had a whole drawer full of different bits and stuff. I bought some blast, or I think it's white nuts, and I dyed them different colors too. and they look like they make perfect beads. I don't think I have any around. Oh yeah, I have one. So this is a bunch of plastic nuts, and then I don't have the other colors. I don't around me, but I dyed them green and purple and red, and I left these ones white. So that's the natural color.
It's another good idea. I've only used wooden beads. I have different types of wooden beads, like just a regular wooden color, and then red ones and blue ones. And I've used those, but I haven't used those. That's a great idea. I didn't think to look at like the nuts and bolts section in a hardware store.
Yeah, this is a legitimate bead I bought, but I think I paid maybe $6 for this. But I like the knurling pattern.
Yeah, you get a good grip on that.
And the only knots I tie is a snake knot, and I'll do a diamond knot sometimes on the end.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that one. I gotta learn how to do that.
I always have I do them all the time, but I have to give myself a refresher if it's more than a month.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
anyway, that's somebody else could go forth. And I just really dig lanyards.
Wow, that's a real beaut.
Yeah, those are really cool, Gary. I'm envious of your paracord ability myself.
Oh yeah, I tied this one once, and I don't remember what it's called, and I don't remember how to do it, but I did it. So it's
That's awesome.
kind of a fat one.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Let's see here. Let me mention a bunch of people in the chat. Grumpy Grut has come in. Suburban Jack is here. Blaze Burger. All kinds of guys. If I didn't say already, hi to you, Tom. Hello to Tom Weingart. And just all kinds of stuff going on. I got an attack of the hounds have come in. So, okay, Tom.
Hounds of Baskerville.
Exactly. What you got there? That looks like a nice little. Is that a Whittler? Oh, Tom, you're muted again.
There we go. Another nice find I got here a couple months ago. A really nice Camillus penknife.
Ah,
And
I love Camillus.
It almost looks brand new.
Yeah,
Nice, nice matte stripe pull there.
Yes.
So lovely little knife.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'll see your little Camillus, and I'll raise you with a little bitty case knife that, let's see here. I don't know. It's been a while since I showed this one, this little guy, but he's the same way. He's like a little pen knife on this side. Of course, I can't remember how to work my camera. Yeah, but then it's got this neat little clip point on the other side.
Oh,
And it's
Nice.
yeah,
kind of like a little moose.
yeah, kind of. I guess this is the one. I guess it would be like a half Stockman.
Yeah.
You know, because they do make a Stockman on this size frame, but kind of a cool knife. I got this one from Mark Kaufman. We got that. I did a trade with him.
Well, if we're talking little knives,
Yeah.
I went to a thrift store the other day and I found this wallet.
Oh, hold on a
Right.
second. Let me get out of the solo layout here. Okay.
So I found this wallet, but it had a bottle opener here that actually sprung out, and you pull it out, and it had like some elastic in there. You could open your bottle. I thought, well, that's pretty cool, but I don't drink a lot, and really, I don't drink alcohol. So, but I thought, you know what? That's a nice place to stick a knife. So I actually found a little knife I had that my brother gave me many moons ago. It's a little Gerber, a very small little Gerber knife. Couldn't even tell you what model this is, but it's a really cute little Gerber knife. It
Yeah,
just
that's
fits
cool.
in there just perfectly. And there, believe it or not, there have been times when I find myself knifeless, and and so
Oh no,
yeah, no.
no!
So then, oh my God, what do I do? Somebody give me a plastic knife from a restaurant. Somebody. So that I pull this little bad boy out, and he does just fine. So he does get some use. It's a little guy. It's a little frame lock. It's a little frame lock, but it still does okay. It's a good little Gerber.
Yeah.
And my brother gave me this for Christmas, probably like 15 years ago, and
Thank you,
I never
Jack.
paid much attention to it.
Thank you very much, Jack. I appreciate that very much. I hope you have a great day too. And hello, Todd Carr. Sorry, I didn't mean to step all over you there.
I'm done.
Okay, everything's crazy. That's for sure. All right, so who else is knifeless or not knifeless?
I was just going to bring up, did you guys ever pick up these Ontario Knife Company little, I think it's called, what is it called? The Traveler. It's just a little keychain knife, but it's not very little, but it's like you see that size, but it's very cheap, but I kind of like it. It came very sharp, and I once picked it up, picked 7 of them up, and I used them as giveaways. I think they're about $9 to $15, maybe $9. I picked them up, and I tried to dye these plastic scales. They're undyeable.
And that's just a little slip joint, Gary?
Yeah, it's a little slip joint.
Nice. Very nice.
I saw them on, I believe I saw them on Smoky Mountain Knife Works at one time, and I just took a chance. I have one left, so I dyed a yellow handle, and it turned out speckled with I was dyeing it red, and it turned out like speckly. It sort of like looked like a bloody handle, and I one person won it, and one person won this, and he says, "Do you still have that bloody speckle handle?" And so I sent that to him.
Nice. Yeah, and Rodney says he always keeps one on him, so very good. Very good.
This knife?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So go ahead, Tom. You started to show something.
Oh, I just had a little eye candy there. This is that antique called the boy's favorite knife.
Oh, nice.
And let's see if I can get the light better there. The boy's favorite. I guess these used to be called dime knives.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just imagine, probably 1920s or prior or a little after, somewhere in there. A father coming home and giving his son a knife like that.
Yeah.
Is
Seventh
the writing on the handle?
It says the boy's favorite.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can see it now.
Yeah.
I was thinking your son was the
No.
boy, and you're saying the boy's favorite.
The boy's favorite stamp. It's just
Okay.
like a dime knife, as they say, just a couple pieces of stamped metal there, but
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
kind of interesting.
Well,
Was
and-
that a hey Tom? Was that a sheep's foot blade, and then it has a chip in the tip, or was that like a spear tip blade?
I think it was a spear tip and it's just chipped.
Ah, okay, cool.
All right. So Andrew had a question for everyone saying, what are people's thoughts on Cold Steel reaching their holy grail of sales, Walmart? And are the prophecies coming true? I've been at Walmart and I've looked. I've not seen any of the Cold Steel offerings at my local Walmarts. Have you guys?
No, I haven't either.
I've not.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know. And I don't know.
I almost never go to Walmart, so I don't know.
Yeah. You're probably a better person for that, Gary.
I used to do my grocery shopping there, but I quit doing that too. So
Yeah.
I guess my thought is just because it's in Walmart doesn't mean it's poor quality.
Yeah, exactly.
You can still get the $119 special and the $110 in Walmart. So Just because it's in Walmart, in and of itself, doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I think my Walmart took away all the guns and the ammo and stuff like that. So
Yeah, they did.
that's probably why I quit going there, because I used to buy ammo there, but years ago. So
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they used to have good deals on that stuff, but they don't anymore. But that's
I think I bought my first shotgun at Walmart. Like when I was in I don't know, like my 30s or something.
yeah. It's just all the political stuff around it. That's all it is. That, and now that they're, I think they're a public company now, and they weren't before. So that makes a big difference when you have to answer to a board and all the other, stockholders and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Ours in Texas still sells ammo. So
okay. Well, good.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you can find it, it's rarely there. But a couple of weeks ago, I went and they were pretty well stocked for 22 and 9mm.
Well, I live in a blue state, so they always are hard on us.
Yeah.
We can still get rifles and ammunition, shotguns at our local Walmart, although they don't have near the selection they used to have.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so bad that they don't even man the
Oh yeah, that's the way
counters
ours is.
anymore at my
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the
You have
knives.
to go to the automotive section to get somebody
Yeah.
to
you
go
have to
over there.
yank somebody from the automotive section. And I don't know if you have it this way at your Walmarts, but if you want to buy a knife, they're in these plastic cases
Right.
with a lock on them where you almost
Yep.
have to call William to pick the lock for you.
It's
And
a magnetic lock.
you might be
It's a
working on one
magnetic
right now.
lock.
And then you take the whole big old block with you, and when you buy the knife, and then they unlock it for you, which is just kind of odd.
And Grumpy's having some for people that are hungry. He's got a fun fact that you can make a quick hollandaise sauce from mayo if it's an emergency. So yeah, good to know. But you were a Marine, right?
I'm
Grumpy?
always ready, so I've got some Cholula over here.
That's
hot
all you
sauce.
need.
That's
Yeah,
all you need.
that's all you need. Had some this morning on some breakfast burritos.
You can make tomato soup out of enough ketchup packets.
Yeah, that and some water.
Yeah.
Did you guys buy the Kershaw traditionals when they were out?
Oh, that's the Culpeper, right? That you have
Yeah.
there. I've
That's
been
the
meaning
Culpeper.
to pick that one up. I haven't had a chance to buy that one, but it looks kind of nice, like a Barlow style,
Yeah.
kind of like in between a Granddaddy Barlow and then a regular Barlow. It's a sweet looking knife. I'm looking at some on eBay right now, but no, I haven't picked that up yet.
Okay.
Smokey
So
had them on
at
sale,
Smoky
like the
Mountain Knife Works. They have a
Yeah.
brass one with jigging.
Hmm.
I may buy that too because I like this one. I carry this one a lot.
I think they have one in bone too, don't they?
yeah,
jig bone?
I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
they have one in bone and brass.
I believe they had them on sale for like $29 or something recently
Oh yeah,
on one of their flash sales.
super great price. So, but I like this one.
Sweet.
Also, I saw you pick up the cleaver, and this is a Kershaw cleaver style knife too.
It looks like you use that a lot.
Yeah, it's just on my desk, and I use it all the time.
Yeah, man, that's what it's for. That's what knives are for. That's
And
great, man.
it's in a brass. I like this one because I think this came in D2,
Mhm.
and this was, I think it may have been made in America. Oh no, it's China. But anyway,
Sweet.
the other version comes in 8CR, so I think the D2 is more my style.
Yeah.
So
And I love the brass. I love the weight of brass. It's really good.
yeah, and especially it's kind of a little knife, but you can choke up on it. You can get your full grip on it because they have that choil in the blade. So
Yeah. Nice.
Choke up on it.
Okay. Jim's got something.
Well, somebody said they like Camillus, so here's a Camillus Stockman.
I love Camillus, man. Camillus used to make great knives. Now,
Look at that-
well, I
look at
mean,
that
you
big
kind of still
long-
do, but
Yeah, look at that big long pull on it on the main blade
nice.
there.
Yeah.
Bombshell shield there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
got
this
some
is-
Camillus Scout knives. Nice.
It's I think they call that K-bone or something. Some sort of a I don't know what they call that cover material. Some sort of synthetic material. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
K-bone.
Really nice.
Is that what they made the old K-Tel records out of?
Could be Slim Whitman. Slim Whitman.
Yeah.
I was remembered today. The first album I bought was a Creedence Clearwater Revival. It was like 33, RPM or whatever. Like $3.98. It was in the early 70s, 1970s.
Yeah.
Yeah, records.
I remember going shopping for the 45s.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This is a Camillus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice, William.
Yeah,
What's that one?
Take a look at that.
Wow.
Oh, that's like
This
that.
one is one that the guy carried a lot, but really didn't use the blade at all. I put a beveled edge on it a little bit, but the knife itself hadn't been used, but boy did he carry this sheath a lot.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Air Force survival knife, right, William?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has the sharpened top swedge.
Uh-huh.
I've got another one that is a more recent one, but I like carrying this one as it just has more character to it.
That's a tough
Yeah.
looking knife, man.
I
That's a
love
good
the
knife.
pommel, or you could do
Yeah.
some-
Now, if you're wearing this, if you're wearing this on your belt or anything, and you put your elbow down, yeah, it might get your funny bone with this sometimes.
Now, William, when I was reading up on Marbles Knife Company, I know Marbles originally had the Air Force contract, and the design with the nut pommel end, didn't that come from Marbles?
I think so. That they won the original design contract for the knife, but they couldn't produce enough,
Right.
so they had to farm a lot of it out. I don't think somebody told me. I think it was Tobias told me that they made quite a few for testing and prototype for being in use and everything, but when the actual contract came out, they just couldn't handle the numbers that the military wanted.
I think
So
they
they farm.
had the contract for a year or two, if I remember right. Or maybe
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that Camillus, when the bidding came out, Camillus kind of used their idea and they undercut them too. So I don't know, but
Look at
I know.
the other one, the new one.
that design is based off of one of the very early Marbles knife designs from the early 1900s. So
Very cool.
Yeah, I think this is what's evolved into what you were talking about, like the Marbles ideal.
yep, yeah, it was the ideal.
And they
knife.
started off
Yeah.
they started off with a 6-inch blade, but they found out that it was a little bit long for a jet pilot survival knife type of thing. But this one right here is more. This is what you would get nowadays if you bought one.
Right.
They all seem to be stamped with 11-3, or it's had to be this way, 311.
Yeah, because
A lot of them I've seen.
Marbles was the first
then
company to come out with the stacked leather.
See how that's. You can't do this on the other one. It comes back a bloody stump. Yep. I like this that new marbles. The steel, like I said, it was a little bit soft. I threw it in the dirt, and it must have hit a rock because it actually, you could see it did chip, but it rolled the tip a little bit, but it filed right back up. But it's just it's a really handy size, and a rubber kind of craton, handle on it. Yep, they're inexpensive, but it's one of the sheath is nothing to write home about. I mean, it works, but it'll protect you. But yeah, the sheath, it's got one of these, you can punk. They at least thought of that. Reinforcing metal there.
Yeah.
But yeah, just your basic,
Cordura.
soft steel.
What
Oh, look at this.
What
I
would
got
be the
dirty
perfect
hands.
wedge
Uh-oh.
or that fuller?
The hand model violation. I must have touched. This thing's been next to a camp stove where I had hand model violation. Peppy
You're getting
allowed it to happen.
a behind the scenes.
Happy probably doesn't appreciate being picked
First,
up.
you gotta wipe it. You gotta wipe it off. Reserve. There we go. All better.
Perfect.
At least they didn't come back with like blood all over, man. Oh crap!
Yeah, we don't want that. That's for sure.
You get your video banned.
Yeah.
We're
that's
sorry.
What you got there,
That
Tom?
video was too
Gary's
violent.
ready to go too. Real quick here, Gary. This is a sterling silver gentleman's knife here,
Oh, those are cool.
and I don't know who the maker is. It's got
I think it's Oriental, Tom.
it
I
could
think
be-
that's the maker.
It's got an eagle stamped on the blade, but there's no tang stamp per se there.
Gosh, Tom, I just have one of those in the next room. So it's like
Yeah.
very similar to that. So it's like
Yep.
we're kind of on the same wavelength, you and I, with some knives,
Yeah, it just kind of caught my eye there in the store and get it out of the glare.
Yeah.
See some of the scroll work there. There you
Yeah.
go.
I've got an up and coming video on one. It's got a broken blade, but it was sterling silver. So I figured I wanted to get it. And I think I got it for like $30 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's got one of the smaller blades broken, but it's about the size of yours, maybe a little bit bigger, not much. But
That's-
yeah, those are
That's
sweet.
about what I paid for mine. They wanted like $55 for it. And I said, man, that's 2 months of my knife budget. No way.
Yeah.
So then they were like, well, how about 45? I'm like, nah, I still can't do that. And then they came down to 30 and I thought, well, sterling silver. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get it.
Yeah. And it's just the covers that are sterling silver.
Right. Just the covers. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, those things, right now, even the slightly bigger ones, they're going for like over 100, depending on
Are
the
they?
seller. And they're like really sought after right now. So when I got mine for 30, I was elated. I was like, I'm never going to see that price again on one of these. And it's not a particularly functional knife that I'm going to carry and use. It's just a nice conversation piece that it's sterling silver. So it's pretty cool.
It actually seems kind of fragile. I'm almost afraid to open the stuff up. So
Yeah, I hear you. I might go run and get mine to show you too in a little bit, just to show. Mine has scissors.
Yeah.
Does yours have scissors?
yep, it has scissors on the top here.
And the scissors are positioned really weird. They don't come out like Victorinox scissors. They
No,
come out kind of like different. I don't know how to explain it.
the way it lays down there, I don't know how they ever. Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it's not very functional.
Yeah, exactly. That's how mine is. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that.
Okay,
Weird.
they're sideways. They're oriented the other way.
Yeah, sideways. Side cutters.
Yeah. Diagonal cutters.
Maybe they're just meant for nose hair. Maybe
Could
it's just
be.
like you can get it in there like that. Maybe.
Could be.
Nice.
We used to call side cutter pliers dikes, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
before it became politically incorrect, give me a pair of dikes.
right.
I remember that, William.
I do too. I do too. So you had something you wanted to show, Gary?
Oh no, I was just playing around with knives.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of what
We
we all kind of what we all do.
How dare you?
Oh, I pulled these two out. This is
How dare you play
again
with me?
our Ontario Knife Company. This
Mhm.
is Shikra and the Bezra. They kind of match. It's
The
a
blade
Oz
on
8
that.
steel. I don't know how you guys feel about Oz 8 steel, but I kind of like them
great.
because
Yeah.
they're titanium on the other side, and they have these nice micarta.
Yeah.
Ontario makes nice knives. The blade on that Bezra looks a lot like the QSP blade, like the QSP penguin blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't put that. Yeah, it does. I've carried both of them a lot, but I kind of like the look of this one better because of the blade.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, Oz 8 steel, I think, is a good steel.
yeah, I don't
No problems
think
with
these were super expensive for the materials, quality materials. I don't know if it's considered quality, the steel nowadays, Oz 8, but I find them to be pretty quality.
Yeah, I think it was good quality back then. Of course, as they come out with more and more steels, it gets overshadowed. But I wouldn't turn my nose up at one. Hey, G-Ball, I see you're in here. And Todd Carr. That's right. Todd Carr's got it right. He says any steel is good as long as it's priced right and it has a good heat treat. Yep, you really can't argue with that. But for Tom the other day when he was showing me some stuff yesterday. I have my little mini trapper that is a case, but it's a special Army
Oh, yeah.
one. Yeah. So this is the mini trapper. So it has the little star here on the bolster that's made up of stars.
Oh yeah.
Instead of it saying case, it actually says Army in there. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
And then
I saw they don't have any Navy ones available. They're probably all sold out, and they got to lower the price on them Army ones just to get rid of them, I guess.
they did, because if there's one thing the Army is, it's cheap. But one of the nice things about this mini trapper is that it has a Wharncliffe blade for the secondary instead of
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
That's nice.
I like the Wharncliffe.
yeah, so it's really nice. But love the way they did the bone on this. It just is a really really good looking knife. I like mini trappers anyways. Here's the pile side. But they call this a burnt walnut bone.
Mhm.
And I think it has a really nice color the way they did it. So there was that.
Do you want to see another trapper?
Of course, I always want to see a trapper.
It's a Schrade too. I figured you might like to see that.
Oh yeah, I like
See,
that.
see if I can get it to. It says improved muskrat. I'm sorry, it's not a trapper. It's a muskrat. Improved muskrat. It says it there on the shield, but I can't get it to focus right. Yep. So, and I can't even remember what made them improved. But there was, I think, something to do with the blades and the back springs and something or another. But yeah, this one was well used.
That's the thing about those knives. I mean, there's so many of them out right now that, I mean, they've lasted years, 50, 60, 70 years, and they still get the job done, So that's amazing.
Yeah, that was just, again, a few bucks at the antique store, and I bought it because of the shield. The shield says improved muskrat on it. So,
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
funny-
Casey, he's here.
Oh. It's funny how sometimes when we have things we focus on when we buy knives, right? To me, the shape of the blade is probably the thing that attracts me the most. If I like the shape of the blade, then I'll start looking at the rest of the knife more closely,
Mhm.
and I'll really decide whether or not I'm going to pull the trigger and buy it. But the shape of the blade is probably initially the thing that attracts me the most with knives.
Mhm.
Me as well.
Yeah.
On some of these from the antique store, the blades, they're almost beyond serviceable. So I'm buying it because of the Tang stamp. It's a company I've never heard of before, or for a sample of the cover material, or a sample of just the pattern.
Right.
So some of them, they're not really even usable knives, but it helps when you're researching other knives and that. Oh, I've got something very similar to that, and you have something to reference in your hand rather than a picture in a book. So
Yes, that's for sure.
I just got the this one here the other day. It's the Morley, and I did the video on cleaning this one up.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a-
that came out really good
It's a
too.
Whittler, and it's just a beautiful knife. I can't. You see those mother of pearl scales, and when you're holding it in your hand and in the right light, you get all kinds of different hues of pink and blue, and just some of the, And this knife is they stopped making them in 1927, so it's either quickly approaching 100 years old or it's over 100 years old, and it's still just brilliant, the colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's one. It was an attractive knife. I loved the colors, but it was a Tang stamp I didn't have. I didn't have any. Never heard of Morley and Sons before. So
I actually had, and when I got it years ago, and I already sold it since then. It was about the size of yours. It was a two-blade knife and two-blade jackknife, and it was a Morley. And I really love the quality. I got it very inexpensively, and I think I sold it for like 3 times what I paid for it. But it's just one of those things where it's like I wanted something else, and
yeah,
I just needed to make room in my toolbox, But yeah, no, it's a real pretty Morley you got there. That knife you can just drop in your pocket; nobody even knows it's there. It's just like
that's right.
and it's there, and you can reach in your pocket and hold on to it, and nobody else. I mean, it's not going to have any kind of profile or anything on it. It's not going to imprint on your pockets. Nobody's going to know you're carrying it, but it gets the job done, So that's pretty.
Or you
cool.
can have a good friend at Jo Ventures Outdoors, and he makes these great knife slips.
Well, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, Byron, you're right. The Army doesn't have that other stuff, the $5,000 hammers and the $100,000 toilet seats. That's all the Air Force.
Yep.
But, when I went out, this is from a while back, but one that still is good. We were talking about fish knives the other day, and so I got this fish knife at an antique store, and so this is a stag knife made in Ireland. So it's kind of cool because I was like, wow, I don't think I have a stag knife. And I think this was made in that same factory where the Schrades were, the Imperial factory over there.
Probably.
Here's your scaler, cap lifter, and the hook tool. But it was funny when I went to get it. I don't know if you can see it says fish knife on the shield.
Nice, very
Mhm.
nice.
And so when we had to get it out of a case, and I was with my wife, and I said, I'm going to go check out this knife. And she said, yeah, go ahead and look at it. We got someone to help us. And I told the lady, I'd like to see that fish knife. And she's like, how do you know it's a fish knife? I said, well, it says it right on there. So this is kind of funny. People don't pay attention to those things, but we do because we're knife nerds. You got something you want to show there, William?
Fish knife.
Hey, there we go.
Imperial.
Oh, Imperial. You can see the Tang stamp. Man, this is a thin blade right here.
Yeah,
Sharp
they do have
and
thin
thin.
blades.
And then it's got a You don't pull it up like over here. There's a little nail nick.
Yes.
This one was in really good shape. I found it on eBay and nobody was bidding on it. I thought, oh, they're going to jump in at the last second. But no, I got it for a really cheap price.
Yeah.
But yeah, it hadn't been used.
Yeah.
It hadn't been sharpened or anything.
That's
Yeah,
something
mine
that
pretty-
never surprises me about eBay that right now so many people are into modern knives and flippers that a lot of knives like those nice fish knives and some lockbacks and
Yeah,
a
you
lot
can
of slip
find some good
joints.
deals.
Yeah.
I'll put the knife up. We'll have to bring something else out until you switch it back. Peanuts, popcorn. Get your peanuts.
You know, a peanut is a knife that I still don't have one. I would like to know because somebody
Pretty
said
useful.
that peanuts are the most used case knife, and I was like, you know, who takes these surveys and where are they? Because I haven't seen it. But yeah, those are pretty cool. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty compact.
Yeah. All right, CB's got to run. He's got a giveaway video coming out on Friday. He's giving away a Leatherman Signal. So if you guys are interested in a really nice Leatherman tool, then
That's nice.
definitely check it out. Let's see what you got there, Tom.
Here's my Imperial fish knife here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, the crinkle black.
Yeah.
Is that aluminum or is it
Um.
Delrin or?
No, it's some sort of Delrin. No, it's just the regular.
Yeah, it almost looked like aluminum that had scraped, patinaed a little bit from use.
No, it's the plastic type covers. It's just worn from pocket use. I think it was solid brown. And it's just worn off. So, yep. I really like the fish knives and the toothpicks, and I need to get more of them. They're a fascinating knife, and you're right, William. Those blades are thin.
Yeah, they're sharp.
Thin. They can really cut. Yep.
I got a piece of or a leather slip for my Ohio River Jack recently.
Oh, cool. Is that the one from
This is
Lancelot?
made by Lancelot Leather.
Yeah.
And he went with it. I wanted the clip. He showed me he had the clip one. I love the clip slip. So
Nice.
and he lasered my logo, my LR on the slip.
That's cool.
Nice.
So
Last Ranger.
I'm carrying this Ohio River Jack in there.
Oh, man.
Right now.
That's nice,
So-
Gary.
This is the Warncliffe version.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Probably it's black. That's why you can't see it real well. But this is a black micarta. This is a all titanium. I think M390 steel.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you guys pick up some of those modern looking traditionals, or you just stick with the older traditionals.
Mm-hmm. Well, the APTA are the ones that I've been picking up that are more modern.
Oh yeah,
traditions.
I watched your video. You
Yeah.
had the red one.
Yeah, and I have
I
another
think you
video
had the
coming
brass
up
one too, right?
on the brass one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to take the red one apart, and I don't know if I have it around me, but I end up scratching the black. I end up chipping the black. You can see.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I can remove the black, and there's red under there. I think I can remove the black without harming the red. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try because it's only a $17 knife. So
Yeah.
I like this blade too.
It's a gorgeous blade for the price. I mean, for any price, really.
What is that again, Gary?
This is the Rough Rider Apta line.
Oh, that's right. We looked at that last week, I think. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
this
thought
is
it was
the
a
only three
marbles.
I have. I have
Yeah.
these,
Yeah.
the titanium, the brass, and the red one. But
I've not gotten into the modern slip joints yet, but some of them are pretty intriguing.
yeah. I think I've got into the modern, and so I need to start collecting some traditional, like the older ones, because I like older ones too, but I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the oldest one I have, and this is not really a traditional knife, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yes
I
and no.
like it. I've been. Those are hard to get. Those are kind of expensive. Those are pretty nice. What's the name brand of that one? Is that a Gerber or
No,
forgot
it's
the name of Kershaw or
Kershaw 1050.
Kershaw? Yeah,
But
nice.
I've had this since high school, so
That is sweet, Gary. That's
I
sweet.
don't know
man.
how much they went for, but I don't think that you can still find them, right? Maybe.
Oh yeah, they run
maybe
between like $100 to $200,
or
something like
$100.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, sweet, very nice. See, now you're talking my language. I really like those. I have a soft spot for just good old, brass and and wood or something else.
Is that called Delrin or something?
No, it was a phenolic resin.
Oh, okay.
I have
Oh,
mine
he's got
too.
one too. There
Yeah.
you go.
I've had mine since high school too. Yeah. so,
Wow.
yeah.
I no longer have the sheet for it because it fell apart because I carried it so much. I carried it every day for like years, like maybe 5 years, and it just fell apart. The leather fell apart.
Yeah, I still have the sheath for mine.
It was like what William showed this. The sheath the knife is in better condition than the sheath.
Would this be a modern if it's a Bucklight?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But this is what I carried when I was in the service. I had this Bucklight, so it's like a Buck 110 version. But this is the one they had back in the mid 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, and is this considered? I mean, I had the Buck 112.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a modern version of it, but it's still a traditional, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a
But
beauty.
yeah, I would say that this guy, from Rosecraft Blades, this would, I guess, be a modern traditional, right? Because
Right,
it's
right.
definitely a blade shape that is different with that Warncliffe with the choil and stuff, and but it's bone, it's a slip joint, definitely not based on it's kind of a swayback design, but not based on really anything that's super traditional. I guess I don't know.
Best of both worlds, modern and traditional.
Exactly.
I always think of this as the Federalist, the Kershaw Federalist is kind of a traditional, but it's modern, obviously.
Yeah, and then hey, Gary, you got a nice trade there in the comments. Byron said he'll trade you one of his fastbacks for that Kershaw 1050.
Oh no, I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to trade that. I mean, I've had it. That's got sentimental value because I had it since high school, and that's the first knife I bought with my own money. So
Yeah, and then Alice from Alicord Paracord says she makes paracord sheaths that can be worn on a belt, so she could make you a replacement sheath for your knife there, Gary.
you know what? I do have a replacement sheath for that Kershaw. I don't know where it is right now, but I bought an old Kershaw knife that was similar in look, and they had a sheath, and I bought it for just the sheath, but I seem to misplace it in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah, that happens. That's for sure. Well, what you got there, Tom? That looks nice.
Well, you'd mentioned a peanut, so there's my case peanut.
Yeah, I need to get one just to try it out and see how it goes.
With the Ictus shield on it. So, yep.
Yeah, and then JW has a beloved Milwaukee fastback, so it must have sentimental value. He'll trade it for any Chris Reeve knife. So
Hey, what's in the safes behind you, Tom? Is it pew pews or
Cookies,
It's cookies,
cookies,
and
Twinkies.
Twinkies and ho-hos and potato chips.
I was just thinking, do you keep your knives, your very expensive knives in there, or old knives?
No, that's fishing gear, and yeah.
No, okay.
I don't own any assault weapons or anything. You know, all my rifles are strictly self-defense rifles.
there you go.
I would never buy an assault rifle. They're a self-defense rifle. So. Yeah.
I got some pepper rifles.
Do you?
I don't have any assault. I have some pepper rifles.
Okay.
Salt and pepper. Yeah, I got a shotgun. I got
Do
a
you?
shotgun. 12 gauge. Just in case anybody wants to climb a balcony in the middle of the night.
Uh-oh. I remember that story.
Yep, I do too. I remember that. I was gonna say, Pete, better beware.
Are you going to take our president's advice and step out and unload both barrels?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what you
this
do.
was only a single shot, so
Oh,
I'd have to do that twice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It can be arranged. We aim to please.
That's right.
There you go. Byron knows the deal. He says his wife owns 4 Assault Lodge cast irons.
Yeah, those definitely
Yeah,
wake
that,
you up.
that and rolling pins, and you know.
Bong. Sorry, I came home late, honey, and didn't call. Bong.
That's right, the El Kabong. Let's see here. Do we want to go old or new? What do you guys think?
I got a antiquer here.
Okay. Let's bring it on up.
Gentleman's knife. It's almost like a double lobster.
That looks
Yeah.
like a person parachuting out and screaming.
Again,
I think William has a yellow knife that's like that, the double trapper.
just really nice covers. And I can't remember the name of it, and you can barely read the tang stamp. I've got it written down somewhere. But this was
I
made
don't think
in,
I've ever seen a knife like that other than a sack or something.
yeah. So this was made in Sweden, I believe. Yeah. It was back in probably 1920s, 1930s era. And I can't remember the name of the town it came from, but they had like 100 knife makers in that town. So yeah, it's got basically 3 pen blades and then a nail file here. So
Sweet.
interesting.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's nice to take on a trip
Yeah.
and need to do something to your nails or something. File your nails, open something quick. You know, real handy.
For sure. What do you got there, William? Anything or?
No, I just had another peanut that I put down. This one's got a really weak back spring on it. I mean, like no real action.
Yeah.
A pull of about 2. But it's got pretty covers on it.
Yeah, it does. Nothing wrong with that.
It's got that going for
Yeah.
it.
Well, it's kind of like this old timer that I have. This is a let me get up here. It's one of the 34 OTs, and this one on the main blade, it's very, very weak. Not much of a, it doesn't even snap into place.
Yeah.
It's pretty much dead. But the other blades, are really good. You know,
Yeah.
they still have pretty good, snap and spring to them. But that main blade is pretty much a goner.
Yeah, on Stockman's, that main blade, a lot of times he loses that snap because it's the one that's used the most.
Yeah,
So
but kind of a cool knife. I brought out a bunch of old ones, so that because I know Knife Detector usually has a lot of.
oh
really
yeah,
old
I got a few actually that I didn't bring out. You know, well, let me go bring these old ones down. I'll be right
Sure. Yeah. We'll just talk amongst ourselves. What do you got there, Gary? That looks
This
cool.
is the Real Steel Luna. I just brought it out because it's a slip joint. It has a weird half stop, 3/4 stop, I guess.
Yeah, 45-degree stop.
Yeah. But
So Gary, you ask about traditional or not. In my mind, traditional is relative, because if you look at the case, what's that case? The famous case. So basically, a modern peasant knife is what it is. What am I trying to say? Sodbuster.
Rust lock.
Oh,
I thought you meant rust lock.
The Sodbuster is nothing more than a modern take on the old peasant knife or
Right.
Grattan knife. So, we've been taking blade designs or knife designs and upgrading them and upgrading them and upgrading them. So
yeah.
there really isn't much new under the sun.
this is like a sod buster, but a different locking mechanism.
Right.
Yeah. The open L's. Yeah. I definitely would.
Yeah,
class
sod
them
buster
same-
blades are
same type of.
kind of this shape, right?
I have one right here.
Oh, okay.
If you can see, that's a Sodbuster Junior. This is a case with the orange Delrin. Okay, Byron. Byron's got to do stuff. I don't know whose birthday promise. Is it your birthday or your assault partner's birthday? He's hanging out till Zach's stuff starts. But,
I think Zach started earlier.
I have a clip for this knife. I take it on. Sometimes I take it off. It's kind of odd because you could slip it around here and change it from side to side, but it's hard to get on and get off.
oh, that's the that's an aftermarket.
Yeah, it's an aftermarket
Clip,
clip
yeah.
for open L's.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
is that zebra wood on that open L, or what kind
I
of
don't
wood is
know.
that?
It's
That looks-
kind of a laminated.
Yeah, it looks
wood.
laminate.
Yeah.
Looks nice. Like it. Real pretty.
Yeah, I bought it because it was kind of a pretty knife. I wanted to carry it, and I have other open L's, the regular open L's, but I just kind of wanted to have a dress open L, I guess. I don't know.
Nice. Well, I went to my toolbox and I brought a couple of things.
Okay.
This is that other little silver one that I wanted to show you guys. See?
Oh, nice.
Very similar to the one that was shown a little while ago. And it's got that weird scissors that pop out kind of like from the side. Very weird. But yeah, it's got silver covers. And it's just that little piece of silver right there on the just, it's not very thick at all. But it's got beautiful scroll work.
Yeah, I like it. And on the other side, does it have a camping scene or something?
Um,
Okay.
Somewhere
For some
here,
reason,
it's got like where it tells you what the type, how much silver is in it. I forgot exactly where it is. Hard for me to maneuver the camera here.
Yeah.
But somewhere in here, I think is it right in there? I think it's over here, like right in there. It's like 0.99 or something silver. You can barely see it, but it's in there. But yeah, it's a real pretty one. About another couple of oldies. This is like a little swell center, Queen.
Nice.
with Winterbottom bone. And it's like, I think I bought this one for like $8 on eBay. And this thing was just,
Wow.
like I said, it's been sharpened, it's an older knife, but I mean, these things are just not sought after right now. So it's like for collectors like us, this is like the heyday, because it's like, it's very affordable if you can get in this hobby to find some knives that people just aren't looking for right now. There's so many wonderful, awesome knife brands out there like Kubi and Civivi, and they make amazing knives. But because there's so many knife brands out there, people are forgetting about the older guys, the originals, the Schrades, the Camillus, the brands out there like Queen, the older Queen knives that are just not around anymore, like Imperial. I went to this is a sad story. Let me tell you this sad story first. I'll let you see this guy, but I went to Harlingen, Texas. They have market days, the second Saturday of every month. And I went into this antique store, and I've been there before. And I asked this lady, I asked her, do you have any pocket knives? She came up to me immediately. She's like, oh, yes. So then they take me to the back room. Okay. The back room of this old building that looks like it's from the 1920s or 30s. You have to step down, and they made a little ramp with cement. And back there in that back room were a bunch of older men, like my age and a little bit older. And I include myself in that category of older men. And then because the younger kids were outside in the street buying all kinds of things and flipping knives and all kinds of stuff, right? And they take me to the back room. And there's only 3 things in this back room. There's coins, there's old vinyl records, and there's knives. And that's all there is. And so there's no room to get in this place. You have to step out of the way for other men to go in and out. And there's only men in there. There's no women. And so there's this case. And the gentleman selling, I think he's retired, and he's just getting rid of all his stuff. And he was probably 80. And he came out. He had a long goatee, long gray hair. He came out. He was showing some guys some records. He came out to the case. And then the gentleman next to me says, oh, man, he's got so many nice coins, but they're expensive. And I'm like, really? Right? So he finally comes over and asks to look at some of his knives. He had I believe it was a K-Bar Coke bottle knife. Amazing looking knife. Beautiful black handles. I'm not sure what they were made of because it was really dark in this room. Great condition. He wanted like $350 for it. And then I asked to see this Catarugas. It was a Catarugas 2-blade jack, bare head jack, bone handle. Gorgeous Catarugas. It had some use to it. No play in the blades. And I was scared to ask him how much. $275 for it. It just broke my heart. And then there was this Case 2-blade jack, also swell end jack, with like a red bone handles, 4-inch. And then I asked him how much. $325.
Wow.
Oh my God, please. So then I walked out of there almost wanting to cry because I couldn't afford any of that stuff, right? So then I walked over, and this guy on the outside of this market had a vendor. He was an event selling some stuff, and I bought some stuff from him before, and he had this old Scout knife, and this is Stag. And this I could afford. It was $20. So I bought this old Scout knife, Stag, $20. And I think, I'm not sure, William, what do you think? How old this thing is? It used to have a badge right here. It's an Imperial. I imagine that it might have had a Boy Scouts badge there at one time. I'm guessing this might be from the 50s, but I'm not 100%. As you can see,
Does it have a tank stamp on it?
Yeah, right there.
That's where you usually can tell. Imperial. No USA going up the side, right?
Let me see.
No, it just looks like it just says Imperial in Providence, Rhode Island.
Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah.
Let me look at my.
It's got that long pull. It's got that swedge there too. It's a great blade, great knife. It's in pretty decent shape for the age. It's got that old can opener.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the old type.
Yeah, and see, it's got this cap lifter and screwdriver also in really good shape. Paid $20 for this thing, And I'm like, yeah, I can afford that. Okay. So I bought that. But honestly, guys, that guy had all the candy there in that back room. But you could tell that he had been collecting for years. And what he had in that back room was just the gold that he had held on to all that time. And that's the price that he set on it. And he wasn't budging. So it's like I guess he's retiring finally. And he's just like, I want to get the most that I can. And who's going to argue with that? I mean, the man's got a right to get as much as he can for him and his family, right? So it's like, man. But I tell you what, I left there kind of crying because it's like, geez, I mean, I really wanted that Catarugas really bad, But I always go to markets and stuff, right? And by the way, all these are upcoming videos, right? All these are upcoming videos. I just haven't done a video on any of these, or this one I've had for like a year. I haven't done a video on it. Here's another Scout knife. I got this at Bussey's in San Antonio. Paid $15 for this one. And this one's missing the clevis, but this is an Ulster. And I liked it because it has the white covers. And it has the Scout emblem right there.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. Real pretty knife, right? And the gentleman also, he had a lot of nice things, right? Some of the things, I already had, so I wasn't too into it. But I mean, I saw this one and I just had to have it, and I do like Scout knives. Maybe not as much as Tobias. Tobias, he really does love Scout knives, right?
Yeah.
And picked up another few, but I also got this little guy. You guys probably know what this is, right?
Nope.
Seen one of these before?
I've seen one before, but I'm not remembering.
This was in a mess kit for Girl Scouts. They used to have a mess kit with like a spoon, a fork, and a knife, and this was the knife. But this I got by itself, and bought it for also under $10. It's an Imperial, and
that's a pretty nice knife for the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, and this is like standalone knife. This is a nice little standalone knife to carry because it's super thin. It's like a slip joint, and this thing just snaps open and close really nicely. But it was part of a mess kit. It was part of a mess kit, and if you were to buy this by itself, I mean, I've seen it go for like between $20 and $30 by itself, but I paid again like under $10 for this little knife, and it's a sweet little knife when you want something that's not going to imprint and something that you can just put anywhere, even your wallet possibly. It's just a sweet little knife, right? But yeah, I have another couple, but I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
I came across a knife brand, and I saw this knife brand, and at first when I bought it, I thought it was a Benchmade. I thought it was a Benchmade, but it was an older Benchmade from probably, I'm guessing this knife is from the 90s. And so I bought it. I bought it for $40, this one. And it's a lockback. But the brand is not Benchmade. It's Benchmark. Do you guys know anything about the Benchmark brand?
I've heard of them, but I
tried-
thought they were just like a knockoff brand that they copied other people's designs, but that's probably wrong.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're right. The quality on this one is pretty good. It's got some type of inscription on there. And this is one of those knives that, what is it? It's is it an NKC, National North American Hunting Club knife? Yeah. It came with a sheath, but the sheath was split open. But in there, you can see it says like North American Hunting Club. And the sheath still functions. But yeah.
It looks nice. I like the brass and wood.
Yeah. So do
If
I.
it was-
I like the
If
blade
it
shape.
was, if it was made for the hunting club, then that was a separate company. It's not Benchmade. So Benchmark is probably correct. I have one of those hunting club slip joints, and it was made by Right Edge.
Mm.
So they contracted with different companies to make knives for their club.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like the quality of it, and I like that it's a lockback.
JW said it is a Chinese company
It is?
that copies Benchmade.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why it reminds me of it. But still, it functions pretty well. It's a nice looking blade. And I wanted to ask you guys about that because when I saw that brand, it just kind of like popped out at me, Benchmark, and I thought, well, I only have but one Benchmade knife, and I thought, well, let me just spring on that because I really like the way it looks. But yeah, cool. It's a nice knife to have on your sheath, on your belts. Not too big, not too small, but sweet little good. Actually, this is an old sheath, but the stitching on this is really great. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to show you guys that one. That's an upcoming video too. So thanks for the info.
Yeah, sure.
I know they made those in the late 70s. So I have a Benchmade knife that they called the Ninja. I don't know if you can see that light on there. See, it says Benchmade.
Mine's a Benchmark.
Benchmark.
Yeah.
Benchmark.
Oh, okay.
This is different. I thought it was the same thing, but no, this is Benchmark.
No, mine's a Benchmark too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's why I was asking if anybody knew anything about it. And mine also says AD on it. On the tank.
AD 380 is what mine says. I didn't know if that was a steel or a serial number or what on
I
this
still
one.
don't know. That's one
But
of the.
this is like a Lexan handle, and then this was designed that you can put it through there, and it's held on by a little post.
Well, that looks
It
like
can
a
only
solid
go in
piece.
one way in the sheath. You try the other way, and it messes up. But you put it
Yeah,
in there, and it's secure.
I'm thinking this knife is a Japanese made knife.
Yeah, that's what I believe also. It doesn't say anywhere on the blade where it's made.
Right. But it's just
Ninja.
the fin finish of this knife just looks like other Japanese knives I have from that time period. But yeah, this to me screams like 70s, 80s, and I just didn't.
Yeah, they were early. They were definitely. If they've become a Chinese knockoff company, it's more current. You know, like more recently, I think.
Yeah.
What do you got there, Tom?
Well, let me see. Catarugas was brought up. Here's my Catarugas knife.
Nice.
Now look at those blades. Some man loved this knife. Look at how stubby those blades are.
To the nub.
Somebody used this and used it and used it.
Yep.
Now I don't remember when Catarugas went out of business, but I know it was old. I'm almost thinking the bolsters are steel. I can't tell because it's all pitted and everything. The tang stamp is so worn, I don't even close the main blade anymore because you can barely read the tang stamp as is. But what a piece of history. And some man loved this knife.
Yeah. Yes, he did. That was his go-to knife every day for everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
And this is one of those $2 knives that you see, and no one buys it because the blades are no good on it. But just think of the history of the knife, and that's why I get these knives.
Yeah. Same here, buddy. Same here.
Yeah, here's that.
You're talking about Japan-made knives. I've had this knife since I was like a teenager, maybe in my 20s. It's made by Tekna stainless steel. It says Japan. I don't know what steel it is. I've carried it a lot because this type used to be red.
I remember those Tekna knives. I remember
And it has Japan on the back. So, but this is another knife I had forever. So
Yeah. That's a nice knife. I remember seeing those too.
Yeah, back in the day.
I think it's used for scuba diving, but I used to put it in my boot. So
Right.
like you wear it as a boot knife.
Yep.
Yeah, here's that. I have that. I went and grabbed that knife from the hunting club.
Yes. I've
Oh
seen
yeah.
those.
Yeah, so this was made by Right Edge, but
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool little hunter.
Yeah.
I like it.
I used to have one of those. I gifted one of those to a friend. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That was a good little knife. Well, not little, but it's a good knife.
yeah, it is a big one. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, 5-inch.
Yes. Every bit of it. Oh, what else?
Well, I was going to show that
What to
since
do?
Knife Detector brought it up,
Sure.
the thin knife. I have
Yeah.
a pretty thin knife. This is super thin. You can, I mean, I'll pull up so
Wow.
pretty thin, and it's made by Real Steel, but has an interesting blade shape. But it's it's not a slip joint. It's a frame lock, so it's super thin. I always think that when I disengage the frame, I'll break it or bend it out. So
that almost looks like a scalpel.
yeah, it's very scalpel like, and it's in VG10 steel. So
Nice, real nice. Very
I
low
like it.
profile.
I like it. I know it's a Chinese knife, but I really like it.
Yeah. You know, a while back I showed a Shanton Morgan Mountain Man, and lately I've been getting into that pattern knife, the Shanton Morgan, or just the Mountain Man pattern knife, which basically is like it's not this one. This was another one I have an upcoming video on. This is an IXL knife, IXL Weston Home knife, and it's bare head design, Mountain Man type pattern, lockback, big blade. This is about a 5-inch knife. And lately I'm getting into this pattern. So, you know, it's funny how it goes in waves. Like sometimes I get bored with one pattern, I want to look at another one. And lately I've been looking at this type of Mountain Man pattern, you know, like it's what it's called, I think, in the Shat Morgan design and Queen, this knife pattern. And so I have a search on eBay right now for Queen, Shat Morgan, Mountain Man knives, and this guy popped up. And it's just, I love the design on this knife. It's got some jimping. I think this is some type of laminate wood. It's a lockback, lanyard hole. But this reminds me a lot of like a Remington Forester that I have, Bullet Forester that I have, and reminds me a lot of that Shat Morgan Mountain Man that I have, and just this type of no bolster in the back and lockback design with a big blade. It's doing it for me right now. So this is kind of where I'm at right now as far as what I'm looking for. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that one. So all these knives I showed you, those are upcoming videos that I'm going to have talk about a little bit.
That's very cool. Yeah, we're
Did
looking
you finally
forward to
get
that.
rid of that guy that was harassing you?
I think so. I think it did the trick when I stopped comments on most of my videos. You already know that I've allowed comments again on my videos from that point on.
Oh yeah.
But from all the recent ones, all the older ones, I mean, I pretty much stopped comments on them because he was going back to all my older videos, and he was basically trying to solicit information from my viewers, pretending he was me with the emblem you made for me. He copied it.
Oh.
He copied it, and then he was using that emblem saying he was me and trying to solicit information that they want to give away, but they needed to send something, you know?
And that was all because you went by his knife or something, right?
Exactly, because I was on Instagram, and I'm now not on Instagram. I suspect it was him, even though I can't prove it. But as soon as I did that, I wouldn't buy his knife. Then that started happening. And so, you know, I went ahead and I just got off of Instagram. I didn't really need the aggravation. And I wanted to protect my viewers. So I just decided, you know what, I'm going to disable comments. And now what I'm doing is I am not going to, whenever I do have a giveaway, I'm still going to have giveaways. I have one coming up at 3,000 subscribers. I'm not going to announce on the title of the video that it's a giveaway. I'm not going to do that because to the scammer, I think that's a dead giveaway and on where he wants to go ahead and scam people. So I'm not going to announce it then. It's going to be during the video, probably around 2 minutes in when I hit 3,000 subscribers, that this is the giveaway video, I'm going to say. And then I'm going to go ahead and ask people to email me. And in the email, I'm just going to print out all the emails and throw them in a box and then have a drawing. And that's how I'm going to do it. Only because, you know, I just don't want to give that scammer another chance to try and feed on the good graces of my subscribers. You know, I thought that was really low down. It really angered me quite a bit, actually.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because, you know, we kind of curate our audience, you know, once they find us and you know who these people are because they're commenting and stuff on your videos. And you hate to think of somebody, trying to
Yeah.
take advantage of them.
I don't announce videos in the title anymore either. I just I do hidden giveaways too in the video.
Yeah.
I'll just I'll maybe write something down on the table or my notepad, or I'll flash something on the screen, and anybody that comments can win a knife.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to start doing too. Just because, it just got too much. It's amazing the level of predatory behavior out there online that people will just go look for you. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to start giving when I do my lives, I'll do the giveaways in the live for anybody that shows up.
Right.
I mean, I'm not announcing that. I just think anybody that shows up and watches you live, they deserve to enter,
For sure.
deserve to win a knife.
Yep.
But if it's a milestone giveaway, I'll do it as a video. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to reach 1,800 soon, and I'll probably do a giveaway at 1,800.
Nice, Gary. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Congratulations on that.
Yep.
Okay, so Jo Ventures has a good question for us, guys. He says, when do you all suggest to do your first giveaway? What would your advice be for a new channel on when to do their first giveaway?
Well, I did mine at 1,000 subscribers, I believe, is when I did mine, and I started announcing at 500 that I was going to be doing a giveaway at 1,000. And that's no, go ahead, Gary.
I was just going to say, I think I gave it away every 100 subscribers until 1,000.
Yeah, I did my first one at I think 250, and then I didn't have another one until well, I don't remember. I think I had some at I know I did the 777-888-999 giveaway just like Gary did.
Yeah,
I think I did a 250 and a 500, and then I did those, and then combine that with 1,000. And so I haven't.
When I reached 666, I started doing giveaways like that, like 666, 777.
Yeah, so it was kind of a fun way to do that. So you might want to do that, but really, it's your channel, and you can do giveaways or not do giveaways or whatever. It just kind of depends on what you want to do and how you're feeling about it. Some people do.
Yeah. Some channels do not give away anything, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it just kind of.
I just like to give away stuff. That's just me.
Plus, Christmas is coming up. I know last year I did the knife before Christmas. It was the knife before Christmas.
Oh yeah,
and all through the house. And that's always fun.
Yeah,
just a little positive thing for the viewers.
Yeah, for sure. So. Or whenever you get a knife that's for a giveaway or something, that's always good too.
Speaking of which, you guys know that Dispatch reached out to me, and they gave me that promo code. Well, I have another company that reached out to me. They said they were going to mail me something too. Now, this has happened to me like 2 or 3 times prior, and then other companies, not these that I'm going to show you, but they never mailed anything to me. So Dispatch reached out, as we know about that, but this other company is going to send me this knife, and I'm just going to show you a picture on my cell phone if you can see it. I don't know if I can get it.
Oh, yeah.
So the name of the company is Kexmo. And they reached out to me. It's primarily like a hunting company, and they asked me to pick an item, and I said, well, I do primarily knife videos, on my channel. Well, we have 2 knives, pick one. So they're going to send me this one, and I'm going to do a review on it, and I'm going to use that as a giveaway. So whatever it is that comes in, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on that. And, when I do giveaways, I usually give a choice to, I give like 2 or 3 knives, and the person can choose from it. once the winner's announced. And
That's
they come
funny
back.
because they reached out to me too.
They
And I
did.
picked
Yeah,
that-
I
that
think
exact
I
knife.
got an email from them also.
You also got the same knife or what?
No, I picked
No,
out,
email.
I picked out that knife, but I haven't been sent it there. I
Oh.
don't. They haven't contacted me because it came over the weekend, and I replied and I said I'll be interested in the knives, and I picked the green one, but I hope they send it to me.
Yeah, I picked the green one, and then they got back to me telling me that because they tell you what they'd like for you to mention, right?
Oh, okay.
And they said they wanted to mention the black G10 ergonomic handle. So I have a feeling, even though I picked the green one, they're sending me the black one. But I don't know. I really wanted the green one. So let's see what happens. I guess mine's supposed to be in the mail already,
Okay.
so should be here in a couple days.
Yeah. So
I
Casey,
didn't think they would really send it to me, but if you're getting it, maybe they will.
Maybe they will. Yeah, let's see what happens.
KC from
Yeah, they contacted me too.
Oh yeah,
KEXMO.
yeah.
Kexmo. Yep.
Kexmo. All
I
right.
think it was.
Yeah, I didn't reply. I didn't
email me.
respond to it, but yeah, they sent me a bunch of links.
Hmm.
Yeah, KC from Knives Fast said it just depends on how fast you're growing. He said his channel started off very slow. He did a 100, 200, a 500, and then 1,000, but he was going kind of slow. But he said the joy that he feels when giving stuff away is one of the main reasons he likes doing a channel in the first place,
Yeah.
which is
Right.
pretty awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom, I'm sure all the blood is drained out of your arm by now. So let's, go ahead and show your,
Teacher, I have a question. Teacher, you're muted again.
We can't hear you. Tom, there's no sound.
I keep forgetting on mute. We were talking giveaways, so again, I'll
Yes.
mention this dispatch knife. It is in D2 steel, 40% discount code. Watch my video on it for the giveaway instructions and enter it. I'm giving this away on Tuesday. It's a very nice knife. And then I have a third dispatch knife that I have not reviewed yet, but I will be giving this one away in the future also. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Very nice, Tom.
I thought it was nice, and thanks, Air Knife Detector, for forwarding my name on to dispatch.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
They've been,
yeah.
so far, they've been great to work for. They said pick out some knives. I picked out 3. I've already did the giveaway on the rescue knife, and I thought this was just a good way to share with the knife community, do a good review. They never said anything on what you have to say or anything. They just sent them, and
Yeah.
no questions asked, and just a chance now to, be able to review it and then give them away. So.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're enjoying that, and they did seem like a solid company to me. That they asked me for some names, and so I threw out 3 names. You're one of the 3, and I thought, I put Tobias in there. He said he received it. I'm not sure if he's gonna act on it or not, or if he has already. But yeah, I put in a few in there. So if they reached out to a few of you, that's probably why.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, very cool. All
I
right,
think it's,
anybody?
I would take free knives to review and give away later because
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always
It's
a lot
great.
of fun.
that's
Yeah.
always a big plus.
Well,
Yes, it is.
and Gary, I like this one. I mean, I like this one so much with the 40%. That's around a 40 some dollar knife. With the 40% discount, it's $25. So you're talking about Christmas present. I had already obligated to give this away, but I ordered my own using the discount. So I have another one of these coming in for myself. I like it that much.
And does it have a sheath, or did you show the sheath?
Yes, it has a leather.
Oh,
sheath.
okay.
Yep.
I missed the sheath. I probably
Yep.
was looking away.
It's a belt loop, and if you notice, so for the flap goes the entire length.
Sweet.
So it's not just a simple fold over and stitch here. It's a full solid piece there. The sheath is not molded, so an advantage to that is then kind of makes it ambidextrous that way.
Oh, okay.
Yep, very cool.
So far, I don't think anybody's sent me free knives to give away or review, other than I'm in the Apex pass around, and they send me free knives, or I request them like RJ does and review them. But that's the only thing. I'm not affiliated with anybody.
Yeah,
It's,
I've had
it's
a,
up and coming, Gary. It's probably up and coming, man.
yep. Apex has provided some knives, that they say, go ahead and do a giveaway with this one or that one, and I've done that. So that's that's been very good.
At the end, they usually give they do a drawing and you can win the knife. And I use that knife if I win a knife, I usually use that knife as a giveaway. So
Yeah, those are good.
yeah, I think I won 4 Damn Designs knives. I don't know how I won them, but it came up every time I would win this Damn Designs knives, but I gave them all away. So
I think it had to do with the 666 giveaway, Gary.
I don't know. It's just, because the Damn Designs, yeah,
Right.
all the evil names of the knives.
Right. Hey, TK. Glad you're here. Thrifty Kniffy has joined us. So that's pretty awesome. We're gonna get him on here one of these days too. He was feeling not well, so I hope he's feeling better now. We'll see if we can get him on one of these shows one of these days. Let's see here. What next? How about if we do a small lockback? Those are always fun. This one is actually turned out to be one of my favorites. This is a little one from Marbles, and this is their tan small lockback. I really like the blade shape on this one, and the texture on it is actually very nice. It has the little bit of finger grooves there, and it's not bad for basically a 3-finger knife. Very lightweight, and I really like this guy. But small lockbacks are something that I've been enamored with like forever. So let's see. Oh, Tom, you got something? Let's see what you got.
It's called a Timberwolf 3. I know it's made in Japan, but I don't know for sure who the maker is. It says
Okay.
Timberwolf 3 there on the blade, and it has bone covers. So yeah, just a very nice little lockback. Something different. And of course, I do have several of the Buck small lockbacks too.
I don't think I have. Oh, I don't have any small lockbacks, unless
Okay. Well,
this can be considered a small lockback, maybe, but it's not small. I could get all 4 fingers on it, so. This is that Canadian knife I've shown before.
yeah, the Groman.
Groman.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the EDC den? That guy's
Yes.
on,
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah.
he seemed to drop off. I mean, he hasn't made
Yeah.
a video in 6 months, but he always would have a lot of cool looking traditional knives on there. His channel.
Yeah.
He gifted me this, so
Yeah, he gifted me one too, and I really hope he's doing well wherever he's at. But yeah, he hasn't made a video in a long time. I think the last one, like you say, was about 6 months ago.
yeah, he came
Yeah.
back for a little while and made 2 videos, and then he's dropped off the map again. So
I can only hope and pray he's doing well, and I can only imagine maybe he's just been so busy into other things.
yeah, I think he told me he was a manager of some kind of a big company, and he was working a lot of hours. That's all. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
And he came back on the video, and he said he moved out of the city into the woods. Like he has a cabin. I think
he has shown some pictures of that cabin.
Yeah,
That cabin's just awesome by the lake, and
Yes.
yeah,
I know.
nice.
What do you got there, Tom?
This is the Buck Prince 503.
Nice.
Very nice.
I've been looking at the 501 and
Yeah.
the 503, and I don't have either of them, but they look like they'll be sweet little carry pieces. Nice little pocket droppers.
I've got a 501 if you can give me just a moment. And
I'll bet you do.
I'll dig it out.
I'll bet you do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's the buck connoisseur.
Well, I ran across the 55 first. So
There you go.
Buck the 55.
Nice.
And it's named the 55 because it's one half the size of the Buck 110.
Yep.
And this
Nice.
one has walnut handles to it.
Sounds like your dog's like chewing on your ankle there.
No, not here.
Obadiah, stop that, Obadiah.
Hey, my granddaughter snuck in the room. She's off camera. I don't want her on camera, but can she say hello?
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody. Okay.
Hi.
We do have a question from Jo Ventures. Tom, he wants to know if there's a buck you don't have.
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Oh,
I can't find my 501.
oh, somebody.
Here's a 505. Here's the little
Okay.
Buck Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that up there.
those are all small, right?
Yeah.
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 Those are 3-finger knives, or
Yeah, just barely 3 fingers. Just barely.
It's a good church knife. Something to take to church low profile.
Yep. Yep. Nice little knife.
Yeah.
I know it's in here.
Okay. Well, JW asked to see a buck 113, so I happen to have mine here. So I'll go
Oh,
ahead.
you have a buck 113.
That's one I don't have.
I don't have that either.
This is one that this was an antique store find, and you never see these on the.
Are you
secondhand
kidding
market.
me?
No.
Antique
Found it-
store?
Yeah. So I cleaned it
Oh,
up a little
man.
bit, but here you go.
That's nice.
It is nice. Yeah.
I like that grind.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's sweet. You know what the grind reminds me of? And I brought one out also is the in a way it reminds me of the grind on the sharp finger.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, so they look actually kind of similar. Of course, these are the super high polished blades on that, but they have that same kind of a swooping grind going down.
Yep.
But yeah, just but cool stuff. But yes, the 113 Ranger Skinner, it's perfect. It just feels like a buck knife. If you have a 110 or a 112, then you definitely know what it feels like. I'm going to do a video on this, and I'm seriously considering after probably the new year sending this off to Buck for the spa treatment, just to have him clean it all up, refinish everything, put a new edge on it. Just because it's really not a bad service that they provide.
Well, I bet it's going to look beautiful then. It looks
Oh.
good now.
And that was just after messing with it to get some. I put some flits on it and some mineral oil on the handle. And then the sheath a little bit.
Doesn't it surprise you? Sometimes you can find some knives that is like people don't want or they get tired of, and then they just don't want to clean them or they don't want to sharpen them. And by the time you get them, it's like they need a little bit of TLC, but then just a little bit of TLC is all it takes.
You're absolutely right about that. Go
What
ahead.
is what is that red handle made of? It looks good. It looks red. It's probably brown, right?
No, it's red.
Okay.
I believe it's cherry wood, but I don't know
Oh.
for sure.
I like it.
This is called, they don't make it anymore. It's called the Treasury. And this is a very elegant little knife. It also came with its little velvet pocket slip. And for a lockback, this is like the smoothest, butter smooth locking knife. And they came out, they've got different handle colors for them. But they're, I got this off eBay. It's pretty much new old stock. They're a little pricey, so I stopped at one. But maybe someday I'll get another one with a different color handle. And I'm still digging for the 501. I know I got it. I just had it out the other day. I don't know what happened to it, but I'll keep digging. I've got the see there's the pouch for the 501.
You're getting warmer.
I'm
Yep.
getting warmer.
It's around here somewhere.
Here, can you just look in there? Can you find it? Well, while we're waiting, this is called the Buck Alumni. And they've stopped making these. Can you?
Yeah, let me get it.
There we go. That's the Buck Alumni.
Oh,
They
very
stopped
nice.
making them. There's 4 handle colors. I got all 4 colors.
Yeah.
But
That
just
looks like it's
nice-
about the same knife as that little Buck Workman that I have.
Yeah.
It looks like the same blade.
and anodized aluminum.
Yeah.
Very nice. You can probably still find them in some retail stores, or there may still be some available online. But yeah,
I got a buck. I can't remember the name of it. I haven't done a video on it yet. I'm looking back on my eBay purchases because I want to see if I can find it and tell you the name of it. I've had it for a long time. I just can't remember what it's called. And I just haven't done a video on it. But I'm sure if I show you guys, one of you guys will know what it is. I'm going to go get it because I just can't remember. It's a buck knife, but it's like a special version of the buck knife. Let me see if it has a name on it. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
oh, now I'm getting concerned. Where could it have gone?
Well, it'll be here somewhere, that's for sure.
I've got knives everywhere.
Well,
Doing
while we're,
video-
while
you know,
we're
doing-
waiting, I got
Yeah.
my good old Roper Pecos. It's never far from being able to come out, and it's about
Sweet.
as modern a traditional as you can get with the thumb stud and the little pocket clip, and it's a liner lock. So still one of my favorite knives. I know you have one, William.
Yeah.
Did it
you
come
still-
tip up carry? Oh yeah, it's only tip up.
Yeah,
carry,
it's tip
right?
up only. Yeah, because
That's cool.
'cause,
That's my favorite carry. Tip up.
oh, okay, good. Yeah, but yeah, finally after messing with it for I don't know, probably about a little over a year and a half, I can finally use the thumb stud like it's a modern opener. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So it's definitely one of my favorite little knives.
So it eventually loosened up
Yeah,
for flicking.
exactly.
Nice. Well, I found it. This is called, I figured out what it's called. It's called the Nobleman.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yep.
So this is the Buck Nobleman. It's got a really nice polished stainless steel handle. And it's got like this diamond type of texture on the stainless steel handle. And this is a special version of this type of knife. I think they only came out with this 1 or 2 years or something. The other version only has this texture like up high up here. It doesn't have it all the way down. And it's got that kind of like that spider coal hole for opening it up.
Yeah.
It's got a real nice polish. Haven't done a video on this one yet. There it says Buck. And it's just stainless steel throughout. And that's why I got it. I just like the look of really nice polished stainless steel. And this one's called the Buck Nobleman. But wanted to show that one to Tom there.
Yeah, that's a nice knife. I've not bought one, but I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a really nice grind on the blade too, as you can see. And I'm just, I have several knives. Generally, I have like a personal rule of thumb that if I buy a knife, I don't start using it until I do a video on it. And then I start using it. And
Right.
so I haven't carried this at all because I haven't done a video on it. Same with pretty much all the knives that I've showed you that I'm still yet to do videos on them. Haven't carried them at all. That's why I had to do a video on this one. This is coming up on this coming Saturday because I just couldn't bear it. I had to start carrying this one already. So, that's just how it is, But yeah, I wanted to show you that Buck. But that 501, I really like that 501. If you ever find that one, but
I just had it out for a video here a few days ago. I don't know where I put it.
Yeah, it's so small. It's smaller than a 112, or at least thinner than a 112.
It really is a good size.
Yeah. Or the Buck 500 also, I think.
Yeah. I've got one, but that is one of them that's in the safe because it's a collector's edition.
Yeah. Yeah, the Buck 500 is a real sweet knife. I've been looking to get my hand on one of those in the future. It's called the Duke, right? I was looking it up because I couldn't remember. It's called the Duke.
If I turn my camera off, I will get it out. I'll turn my camera off and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Top secret. He doesn't want us to see the Twinkies.
It's probably in the slit or the safe.
Yeah, the Twinkies, the ho-hos. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Well,
Okay. Let's see here. I was just trying to give some advice to JW's having trouble getting to the ABKT website. But another knife, I was the same way as you, knife detector, that I haven't done a review on this yet. This is a case copper lock.
Yeah.
And so I have started carrying it and stuff. Haven't done a review on it yet. This is the American Workman series.
it's nice.
Yeah, they just came out with these, and this is in the carbon steel. So this is the 1095 version, and so really enjoying this knife. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And so,
I'm eyeing right now I'm eyeing a Case Tribal. And,
yeah, those are nice too.
I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I think I'm going to need to wait a few more months, or maybe Christmas. Who knows?
Yeah,
And, if my wife is good to me, so I guess we'll see.
yeah. Oh, she'll hook you up, I'm sure.
Wow, it sounds like Tom's really rifling through a lot of knives over there.
Yeah, he is. Well, he opened the door on that safe and they all fell out. He's picking through the floor.
I hear boxes opening. I hear him pushing aside ammo boxes.
Yeah.
223, 30, 9mm, 22. Oh, there
I don't know.
Where's
My
that?
day's gone from bad to worse. My safe ain't opening.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
You know what?
Has it got a key? Has it got a key bypass?
this one does not. My other
You
one
might
does.
just have to change the battery if it's an electronic.
I think I typed it in wrong the first time, and then it didn't clear. And
It locked you out.
Don't worry about it. Tom.
Lock,
It's okay.
When you're nice, when you're nice and
locked you
relaxed,
out.
you're not thinking about it. It'll open like butter. When you're
Yeah.
not thinking about it, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
so
And look at the bright
anyway,
side; they're safe.
Yeah.
No one's gonna get them.
yep, they are safe.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll have a secondary key, bypass in case the battery runs down or electronics doesn't work.
Right.
I didn't. My other one has that, and I didn't check that out before I bought this one. I should have checked it out, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, guys.
It's okay, Tom.
Don't worry about it,
No,
Tom.
it's not. I'm missing a knife. I can't sleep now.
It's hard to keep track of them when you got so many, isn't it?
Oh,
It
well,
is.
you're doing videos, and they're all over here
Right.
and there, and
If you can't keep track of all your knives, then you just might be a knife addict. You
Yeah, I
just
think
might
you're-
be
Yeah.
a knife addict.
I think
Yeah.
you're right. You
If
just
you're
do
staying
that.
up at night-
About 6 months ago, and then discovered it was on my desk behind some other knives.
Right.
If you stay up at night because you can't remember where you put a knife and you can't sleep because you're wondering if you lost it, you just might be a knife addict.
that's me.
Yep. That is so true.
Well, and I've got a bunch of them. They're not in the right boxes, and so
Yeah. Yep. There's that too.
What I usually do is the ones that I have in the next room right now in my toolbox, they're the ones that I kind of circulate and carry. Like all these that I've been showing you, they're knives that I either haven't done videos on, and those are in one drawer. In another drawer, I have knives that I circulate and carry, and they're part of my EDC's rotation every now and then. But in the garage, I have a larger toolbox that has more drawers, and there I have knives that I know I'm not going to carry for a while. And like every weekend, I'll go and I'll put back some and then take some more out. There it is.
there's the 501 Squire right there.
Sweet. There's the Squire.
Be able to sleep tonight now.
Yes.
It was lost right in front of me.
Wow. Well, that's a beaut.
It is.
Really nice.
It's a very good size, actually. It's a
Yeah.
true 3-finger knife. I have average size hands. You can get that fourth one on there some, but yeah, it's a very nice size. It does come with a pouch, as I just showed you. Yeah, it's a very, very nice knife.
Yeah,
It
nice.
is nice. It's really good looking knife.
Do you wear it with the pouch? Do you carry it with the pouch?
I have not carried this one. I've kept this one pristine. This is
Oh,
what you would call a safe queen, maybe.
I see. I see.
Some of these I bought are like new old stock and that, so I'm keeping them pristine.
Mhm.
The Buck Knight, I had the littler one. I
Uh-huh.
showed you the pristine one, but I was able to buy a second one here, and this one was made in 1986. I can carry this one because it's already been used.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ain't that the way when when I really like a knife, I try and get a hold of another one. That way I can have one that I'm just going to treat as a safe queen and then one that I'm going to
Yep.
use and abuse
Yes.
just so
There's
that I'll
another-
know that I'll have it.
There's another example.
Oh, it's a 277?
279.
79.
The folding Alpha Hunter.
Nice. I got the 278, I believe.
I know you do, and I need to get one of those.
Yeah.
This is an example. I've got the one that was made in 2002, which was their 100th anniversary, Buck's anniversary.
Yep.
So it's just got the anvil on it. And I like that one so much, but I didn't want to carry it that I went ahead and bought this second one. And I didn't carry
Nice.
this one.
Isn't that just a heavy duty knife, man?
Oh, it is. It's like what, 8 ounces?
Yeah, and I love the sheath because you can horizontal, you can scout carry that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And it's a heavy duty nylon. It's really, really durable. My sheath looks terrible because I've used that one a lot. And
But
and it's a gorgeous knife, you know. It's a great
Mine,
knife. It's just heavy duty. Have you ever tried to carry it without the rubber handles?
no, I haven't.
You know, it's actually also quite pretty even without the rubber handles. But the rubber handles are the way to go because you really get a better grip. But if you're ever worried about thickness, it's pretty without the rubber handles too.
Now you have the 278, right?
Yeah, mine has a gut hook. It's basically the same thing. It just has a gut hook on it.
But don't you have the smaller one that came with the?
Oh yeah, I
room
also have the
handles?
Buck 270 Alpha Hunter.
The 270. Okay.
The 270 and the 271
Okay.
Alpha Hunter. Yeah, it's smaller. It's like half that size.
But the nice thing, like you said, and up here in the cold, if you're out in the cold and you're wearing gloves and that, you know, you can really hang on. You get really good
Yeah.
purchase with this knife.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Plus, it's a very good thumper in case you need to thump anything.
oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and then this one has the hex.
Yeah,
Lanyard hole to it.
It's got that jimping on the spine too, on the back and the front.
Yep, there's jimping there, jimping
Yep.
on the front.
Yeah, it's nice. I think it's one of my most favorite buck knives. That design right there.
But yeah, if you're a backpacker and you're looking to save ounces, this is not the knife.
Nah.
But yeah, I know what you mean about having backup knives and stuff. I still haven't. I really like this knife. This is the Case Texas Jack,
Oh,
and I have not bought a second one yet. But I think this is just an awesome pocket knife. It's an awesome size, and I just would hate to get it all messed up. So this is pretty much my safe queen still.
Yeah.
But you know, you can get a full 4 fingers on it. Nice clip point blade, and it has a nice little pin
Yeah.
blade on it also. So
It's sweet. It's a
yeah,
nice knife.
it is. These are really, really nice, and one that I definitely want to get a secondary of so I can, use it.
Yeah, I know the feeling. What you doing, William?
Picking a lock.
Oh, do the people know you're picking the lock, like to get in their house, or that kind of lock?
No.
Oh.
The dinosaurs know. Dinosaurs know I'm picking a lock, but
So, are you using just a? You got 2 tools, a tensioner and a pick. Which
Yep.
pick is that? Is that a diamond or a hook?
short hook, medium hook, short hook.
Is that your favorite? Here, let's take a closer look at what you got going on in there. Yeah.
So yeah. And then this is a pretty big, heavy master lock.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go in and you feel around just like lock picking warrior.
There you go.
Come on, open you turkey. It's all the way picked. There we go.
Whoa, nice.
Ball bearing shackle so it can't be shimmed. Solid steel.
You remember those old?
That's what you.
Oh, go ahead.
That's what you got to simulate when you're picking. Basically, it can come in handy mainly for yourself. You know, if you lock your stuff up and you don't have a key, but you have to have some basic tools. Jolly Peanut shows how to do it with bobby pins. I mean, hair. You know, hair. What do you call it? Yeah, bobby pins. Oh. This one's got spools in it. That's why it does that. But
Was
don't you know what you're doing?
was Jolly Peanut part of the lock sport community also?
Yes. Yeah, he's the one that actually got me into doing a knife channel. He didn't talk me into it or anything, but
Right.
I was watching his. He normally had done locks and lock picking and everything, and he showed a knife. He showed a cold steel, and I thought, you know what? I haven't bought a knife in a while, and that was it. I got a Recon 1, and then it wasn't really flipper enough for me, so that's when I started getting, Gonzos,
Right.
and went crazy with Gonzos. And then I think the best modern one I got was the Sage 5. Lightweight. Because you can Spidey flick it. But after that, I started getting back into traditional knives. And I thought about it, and I think the reason is a traditional knife has got tradition it can fall back on. A modern knife, how far back can you go? 20, maybe 30 years? So if you pick up a traditional knife, you have a link with what maybe one of your grandparents or parents, used to carry.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah, I like that. It's having that piece of history, even if it's something that was made recently, but you hold it in your hand. It just gives you that feeling, I mean, just like today, I'm carrying my my case Trapper, the yellow Trapper.
Oh yeah,
and I just love the way they make me feel. I don't know. It's just kind of it's a weird thing. You just pick it up and you just get this, I guess touch point back to, a different time, so, but yeah, just a standard Trapper. And yeah, I just love these knives. They're so much fun.
I've got one of those case mini Trappers also with a Wharncliffe on it, and I didn't think I would like it as much as a regular Trapper, because the blade is bigger on a Trapper, but man, they are nice.
They are. I want to get some more, because I have that one. It's just on that Army commemorative, but I really would like to get one that's. Oh, that's nice, Tom. What do you got? A 112?
Is that a 2-dot? Is that a 2-dot, Tom?
Yep.
Knife detector could smell it through the screen.
No,
Right.
no nail, Nick.
I
No
knew
nail.
it. I knew it.
This was my late father-in-law's, and I sent this in for the spa treatment in the Buck, and they put a new factory edge on it and got it all buffed up, and it looks very nice. I've shown this before. This is one of my favorite knives to show. Just a beautiful, beautiful old school knife there.
I had that knife here with me a little while ago. I just put it away, but man, I love the 2-dot. I love that it doesn't have a nail neck. Love it. That looks like it's got some serious use.
It was used. Yep.
Wow. That spent some time under a car doing oil changes, that thing.
Yep.
But I agree with you, William. The Wharncliffe on there, I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but now I want to get one that's on a normal one I can use, because I don't want to mess up my my Army commemorative.
The blades just sit in there so well.
Yes, they do. And I like that they have half stops on the mini Trappers too.
Yeah. And I like the shape they took on this Wharncliffe. I've got a case Copperhead, Bolt series.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like a sheep's foot, the way it comes down. I mean, it comes up and it's like, eh. And Case can do, better Wharncliffes than that. But
yes.
anyway.
Yeah,
they're nice.
Thrifty has a question for you, William. He says he's trying to figure out what knife you have on the right side there with the black jig handle.
On the right with the black jigged handle. Tell me when I'm getting warmer. Is this?
I think so. I think maybe that's what he's talking about because that's the only thing I see that's jigged on the right-hand side.
This is Danny's Lanny right here.
Yeah.
This is
All
Danny's Lanny.
Hey, don't be throwing that controversy on my channel, William.
Danny's Lanny right here. Yep. That is a controversial knife, that's for sure.
It is. So I love it. Though.
Yeah, for people that can't take humor,
Exactly.
here you go. Hey, it's in your face right here. VG10, very good steel.
That's right.
That,
This is the
that
VG
shape
test.
reminds me of those APTA knives.
This is that aluminum one. It actually had a black bolster on it before. That's the stuff that would peel off, but it
Yeah.
was fully blue and anodized. You can kind of see where I got carried away scraping over here. But yeah, they're pretty
it's
nice
possible
knives.
to remove it because I'm going to remove that
Yeah,
black on the red. So
I don't know if it is true on the newest. I've got that other VG10 Warncliffe that Rough Riders got, and I don't know if that they may have fixed the problem with the paint coming off because it's not flaking like the other one did.
Yeah, I have one of their newer VG10 ones, and I haven't noticed anything flaking on it either.
They probably didn't use a proper, because this is anodized aluminum.
Right.
So if you just put regular spray paint on there, I think you would need to put a primer coat first of something, just to get
Yeah.
it to stick.
Something for it to grab onto. Yeah, that's for sure.
Put this key back where it belongs.
Yeah, you don't want
You don't
to.
need no stinking key.
Not when you got the master key. That's for sure. Okay, Tom. What
There's
you
my-
got there?
There's my case mini trapper in the Ictus.
Yes. That's very cool. Very cool.
So
Sheep's foot. Spade blade.
yeah.
Yes. Yep, you got the spay and the clip. Good stuff.
Now you don't want controversy on your channel.
Uh-oh.
It's too late. I already have you guys on there.
Yeah, right?
Well, I'm going to let it flow then.
Okay.
I keep hearing everybody talking about the poor quality of case knives. I don't know. I've been collecting these Ictus series and I don't see it. I don't know. I have been happy with every one of these case knives that I've gotten. So there.
Right.
I just opened the door, the spillway. Have
Okay,
at
so-
it, guys.
So I have two comments to go with that. Is number one, they're not going to mess with God's knife. Okay. So you got that. But then the other thing is that every case that I have had, I do like everything I've had from case. I haven't got one that I felt like I needed to send it back to anybody. So that's just
the
my
only
experience.
person
so
that I know that had a problem with case knives is JB, Big Red, EDC.
Yeah.
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 Rust lock.
Yeah, he didn't like that rust lock. I don't have a rust lock, so I don't have an opinion one way or the other on that. I've never even handled one, so
I've got one I can break out if you want. It's right here.
sure. Yeah, if you had it right there.
Go ahead and keep talking. Mill about smartly.
Yeah, I've got one that's got some gaps on the back, but that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, let's take a look at yours, William. Let me
Yep.
get him. Okay, so
See, if
so
you look at let me see if we can see it. It's right up here. There's some gaps, but to me the knife opens and closes. It's smooth. So to me that's not an issue. I don't know if you can see it. See that one right there?
Yeah. Well, the thing with the rust lock, when I look at that design, you have the
Woody
liners,
woodpecker.
the spring, and that liner.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, you're
And
stacking
as
up
far as
a lot of.
centering, mine goes right down the center.
Yeah.
So to me, that's not important. Blade centering is not important, and gapping on the springs is not important. I'm more concerned with the fit of the liners, and I've never seen a case have an issue with a liner. I mean the cover
Yeah.
attaching to the main body, and they always do a very good job on the bone
Yes.
and the polish and the smoothness. But yeah, this is kind of modern. It's one-handed opening,
Yes.
and it's got that kind of peasant, type of thing. But man, you are secure. There's no way. If you hold it like this, there's no way that thing's going to close on you.
Yeah, between the lock and the in your thumb, that's for sure. Okay, let's.
Yeah, they went out of the way, I think, with the liner lock. They could have left that off, just with the.
Okay, what do you got, Knife Detector?
Sorry,
Okay.
I muted myself.
He's got a knife.
It's okay.
I was asking William if his liner works. As you can see, mine is in the open position, but my liner lock does not work. You don't
Oh
need it.
wow!
You don't need it because it works great
Yeah.
as a slip joint.
Yeah, you don't really need it with that.
But I bought this used.
Mine goes all the way over.
Oh, it does? Mine doesn't.
Yeah.
Mine stays in that spot, and it's not because it's hung up. It's not hung up. It just it moves freely. It just doesn't have any tension on the spring where it doesn't go. So
Wow.
But I mean, I still
Yeah,
love
this one's
it.
got pretty good tension.
Yeah, I still love it. But
I just
have-
noticed there's a little notch in there. Have you looked at maybe your the profile of your?
Where's the notch?
There's a little.
Let me bring his.
There's a little notch that goes into the blade. I don't know if I can zoom in on this, but yeah, this goes in. It's not just like a normal liner lock.
Mm-hmm.
You see that little cutout? I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah,
that
no,
little
yeah, I've
dent.
noticed that. I know what you mean now. I've noticed that. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, yours might just be springing in us. You might try something. You might try bending, trying to get back. I don't know how you would support it, but try to support it and pry this thing over to give it a little bit more.
Slipping a dime in
tension.
there and just leaving it in there
Yeah,
for like a year.
like some kind of spacer.
Yeah.
You
And
might
leaving
be
it
able to
in
shim
the
it.
blocks.
You might be able to put a metal shim. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Some kind of shim right here that just enough to give it. I don't know. It goes all the way over though.
Yeah, it does.
Once that blade's over there, you don't really have a lot of a gap.
But I
that you
thought
can
about
deal
maybe
with.
putting like a piece of metal in there and just leaving it in the open position for like a year or something and see if the spring will come back on that thing.
Yeah, it might.
Just to see.
Or
But
you
I mean,
could send it to Case.
yeah.
You could send it to Case and tell him, hey, I think
What would happen?
you would be without the knife for a while, but I know they could fix that for you.
Well, I mean, it's not like I don't have a knife to use instead of it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not my only knife. I got a
Yep.
couple.
You'll
of
be
them.
without it.
It's a
You
good
know?
problem to have.
Yeah.
Right?
Good problem to have.
Yep.
That's for sure. Okay, Tom, we'll get back to your rust lock.
Oh yeah, this is my rust lock here. Again, the Ictus. My only problem with this, it's not any gapping issues or anything like that. Great transitions. You can't even feel the pins. None of that. Mine it is pinned so tight here, William. I cannot one hand open this thing. It is so tight.
I've heard of that on a lot of those rust locks. I saw that in forums. A lot of people would say it's supposed to be one-handed opening, but there's no way I can open it one hand. And I thought, wow.
Now,
Because I've got two rust locks, and neither one of them
I do
have a
have
problem opening.
I do have carpal tunnel, so that might be part of it too. But I just don't have the right strength there for it. But Yeah, it's tight. It's almost
Wow.
two-handed closing there. It's so tight.
Have you opened and closed it a lot? Try to
I
like
have.
break it in?
Yep, I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and
Huh.
it has not loosened up any.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that was my only. Other than that, though, it's a beautiful knife.
Yeah.
And of course, it's named after Russell Case as a tribute to him. So, yeah.
I think that's a nice problem to have, only because, that just means it'll stay tight longer for more years.
Yeah.
It will
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, if they come in too loose, and if you use the knife a lot, then you're right. It's going to get way looser real quick.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to have to get going in a bit.
Okay.
I have a couple of things I have to get done before tomorrow. So,
Hey,
But-
I'm gonna say when I get my safe open, I'll take a picture of that 500 Duke and email it to you. I feel bad I can't get it out.
that's okay. I know what they look like. But yeah, it'd be nice. Hey, it's been a lot of fun, guys. It really has.
has.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for making me a part of this, Rod. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
One thing before you go, I don't think I've told these other guys this, but and I know you know this, but when I first started my YouTube channel, and I think I only had like maybe 27 subscribers and stuff, I reached out to Knife Detector. He was a YouTuber that I felt would give me an honest review, and I said, "Hey, check out my channel. Am I doing okay?" And he encouraged me and said yes. He gave me my first shout out. I'm very thankful for all the support and the friendship we've had over my YouTube experience here, and so I was very happy that you decided to come on, and just so grateful to have you as a friend in the community.
Well, likewise, buddy. And you know what? I think you've surpassed me. I think you're doing amazing. I think you're doing great. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's a wonderful community to be a part of. People just sharing their love for knives, and it's not just about sharing love for knives. It's about sharing each other's time and experiences, and it's nice. And I really enjoy being a part of it. So thank you. And thank you for making this possible. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, and I'll be glad to have you back on anytime you want to come
Thanks,
back.
partner.
Yeah, Knife Detector. I echo RJ's sentiments. You gave me a shout out early on and helped me out, and I really do appreciate it too. And I really like the friendship here. So
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tom. And it's just a weird coincidence that your dog is named after me. That's weird.
oh, I know it.
Because my name is really, it's not a very common name. And it's weird that my cat is also named after you. Let me show you my cat.
Yeah, I want to see my namesake.
Tomcat.
Tomcat.
His cat's named Tom.
Tommy. Okay.
Hey,
So this is Tommy. Yeah, he's
If we're gonna
basically
show
my
pictures-
favorite right here. I have a couple of others, but he's mine. And he's very shy, but he loves cuddling up in here. So
all right.
this is my Tommy. That is so weird that our pets are named
After each
after
other.
each other. That's
Yeah,
really
that
odd.
is crazy.
Yep. And this
But
is
all right,
Milo,
buddies.
so I'm gonna make Milo famous.
What's your dog name there, RJ? Big Red?
This is Milo.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
goodbye, guys.
He's a
I'll
big
catch
boy.
you later. Bye, Gary. Bye, Tom. Bye, William.
Bye.
Bye, Rod.
All right. We'll see
All
you
right,
later.
later.
Take care. God bless.
I'm probably going to leave too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have
Let
to
me
go
let me go ahead and end the broadcast.
use the
here.
restroom.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, thank you everybody that's joined us and stuff. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So we'll see you on the next one next week.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Gary. Thanks,
All right.
William. Thanks, RJ.
everybody.
Yeah.